Welcome back to the channel, everybody. I'm Lady Nika, and with tonight's episode of The Have and the Have Nots. Child, this is season 7, episode 9, entitled Boom Boom Bang, Honey. Child, now we open back up. Remember last week, Candace only sent Jim $8.35, and she sent Benny 1 million. So we open back up with Benny and Candace at the bank, and he's shocked, asking, uh, you know, he shot. He's shocked that she did that. Then immediately he begins to ask for 100K in cash. The banker says she may have to go and see if they could reach out to other banks, but that's doable. So she need to go do that, right? See if they can get that for him. Then he say that Candace asked him why he want that. He say he needs some cash. And then the conversation comes up about what are we gonna tell mama? He ain't worried. He don't care what they gonna tell her. Candace says she gonna be leaving town soon, possibly heading out to New York or lands across the lands or whatnot. Benny say he buying him a new truck and gonna get him and Hannah, a new place. Candace say now she ain't gonna be dealing with moving out or none of that. He said it don't hurt to try, and he thanked her again. And I just looked at him and said to myself, that's how the devil will use somebody. Now that girl is at a place where she was in the process of doing better. Between him pushing her and that doggone what's his name? What his name? Mitch messing with her, trying to get her to do stuff. That's what really just did it for her. You know what I mean? That's what really did it for her. And I was like, why would you stop her from doing the right thing if that's doing the right thing is what was on her mind to do in the beginning? Why would you stop that? Hmm. But like I told y'all, a lot of ways we think Candace is the worst one Hannah got. I don't know. I think it might have been Benny. The only thing happened was Candace was the one that had the connection. Her looks got her in the door a lot of ways with these, the upper echelon of society. So she was able to do her hustles and whatnot. She was also offering a service back then, if you remember. But I just didn't like the fact that he pushed her and kept putting it in her ear. Now she gonna hold for this. Now she's gonna later on say it's another reason she's doing this, but I really feel like had they not been in her ear pushing that negativity down her throat, then it probably she would have returned that money back to Jim, which is probably gonna be the best thing because trying to keep that money going, more money, more problems. Okay. Now over at the hospital, Jim telling David that he will come up with a plan on Veronica on how to handle her. David said he don't want to know what that plan will be. He also says that George didn't believe when he went over there and talked to him because remember he told Jim, I already had a little conversation about Veronica, and I basically said that she was the one that killed D.A. Salison and why. So he already don't. He's telling him, look, I don't think that George is really gonna believe me. He didn't believe me, which Jim feel is good because he don't need Jim and George down his back. Then they move on to talking about Kyle, who hasn't contacted Jim back, so he got to work. Jim got to work on that. Then he tells David to put his that paperwork Veronica brought him. That lawsuit that's coming from Celine, put that in a paper shredder, baby. Possibly two if you need to. Then he asked David to go see Wyatt and see how his mindset is. Child. Then he told him go get the doctor because he want to be released and he talking about immediately. And David went on to do his do boy job like he always seems to do for Jim. As Jim is looking for his pants to get dressed to go. So D.A. George go over there to see Veronica, and she was less than enthused to see him, but she allowed him in. He go there to tell her that David spoke with him and that he's asking for immunity if he testify against her in the Salison case, because he's basically saying Veronica did it. She didn't give a damn nor care about what he was talking about. Veronica says it's bogus and tells George, you already got the perp in custody right now. And says that they just want to get Catherine off by blaming her. Now he said I initially felt that way at first. That's the first thing I thought. But then it's so much bad blood between the two of y'all. I was thinking I might take him up on his offer. She told him, "Well, make your next move your best move. Do it then. Bust a move, bitch. Do it." Okay, and put him out. Then she called David to let him know I'm aware you done spoke with George and tells him to go for it. She got stuff as well. He said he warned her that he warned her. She say he ain't warned her about nothing because he ain't nothing but a weak bitch and he do need George. Besides, he doing all of this clowning behind protecting his son, and the boy probably ain't even his. Hell, could even be Jim's for all she know. That was cold the way she said it, and he called her a despicable bitch because of it. She liked that, honey. She liked it. But he told her, I don't need George, but you got something coming. So then when she hang up with him, she starting to realize, wait a minute, honey, they coming for me. I got to think. Then she made a call to somebody talking about bringing some candidates over. She ready to make a decision. So she up to something. And at that point, when she said that, I was like, I know she not finna try to do that stuff by trying to find another girl to try to get Jeffrey to turn straight again. And I know damn well she not finna try to set up another girl to come up at David and try to get him all up in his field so she could snake him real good. But later on, we found out exactly what it was. But in that moment, I was like, what the hell is she up to? So Senator Connolly goes to see Kyle. Kyle coming in. He said, oh, I'm just checking out my new office. Kyle said, what? He said, yeah, I'll be occupying this office soon. Oh, I wasn't, I'm not surprised that, you would be my replacement. He said, uh-huh. Then he gonna offer Conley a drink. At the same time telling him word on the curb is you like to drink a lot. Conley said, well, first of all, I don't want no drink, and that's a lie. I ain't worried about all that. He asked him, what you plan on doing once you out of office? Kyle said he got options. The senator let him know, let's just cut this to the chase right now. First and foremost, I ain't never liked you. And I don't appreciate what you did to my guy. My guy being AKA Charles. Collins said he didn't appreciate how he used Candace to come for his guy. Okay? He told him you better make sure that you cross all your T's and dot all your I's, because there's a possibility that we could actually do a full-fledged investigation to your administration. And child, if we find anything, you know how this could work, right? You know how this could turn out for you, right? Kyle said he covered, and Conley said, good. You better make sure that you are. And then told the man I farted in your seat and when he walked out on him. I said, child, whatever. Now over at Veronica, she looking at women and she asking these women out before they even get to speak a word to them. She looking at them and being able to tell, nope, not like I ain't gonna be able to do you. Nope, you look like you still. And not only is she asking them out, but she's putting them out by way of the garage. Don't go out my front door, go out through the garage. Veronica wants a black woman who doesn't eat fried chicken. She looking for the perfect maid. So that's when we learn what she looking for, the perfect maid, but she's still up to something. She calls this one named Vivian. The lady brought this lady named Vivian up, and Veronica said no, she don't want someone that look like her mama. That was the first black girl, right? Now the lady said she got another lady, but she en route from another job. Old girl tried to say Veronica can't discriminate based on color. It's against the law. And Veronica said, I'm a lawyer. I got this under control. Then the lady does arrive, the one that they were waiting on. Her name is Laura. She comes in. Veronica immediately liked her and asked her, did she know how to clean? Old girl said yes, so she told her she hired. Not only did she hire, she changed that woman's name from Laura to Linda, baby, despite the lady saying my name Laura. Mm, mm, mm. At that moment, I was saying, Laura Linda, you're in danger, girl. Now, Justin goes over to David's house to see Jeffrey. According to him, he leaving town. That's what he told the security, because David got everything, got security peoples out there now. So Jeffrey agreed to go on and see him. He asked Jeffrey what Jeffrey asked him what he wanted. Justin said he was leaving and he can't take it no more, and he wanted to let Jeffrey know. Jeffrey basically was like, okay. Justin didn't get upset because that's all Jeffrey had to say, and he wasn't trying to stop him nor help him stop his mother. Justin asked, was it because he now seeing Madison? And Jeffrey didn't engage in that at all. Basically told him, I'm sorry for everything you're going through, but this how the cookie crumble. It is what it is. So Justin said, well, you can't say I didn't come to you first. And he left. Now Jeffrey is curious as to what Justin means about what he up to. And it didn't sound like he was talking about hurting himself. It sounded more like he was talking about he finna do something and he warned him that he was gonna do it, like maybe do something toward Veronica. I don't know. But he got something up his sleeve. He could even be talking about doing something to Madison, honey. Justin mind is just gone. Cause see in the book of his mind, it's everybody's fault that his life has turned out like it is. No, it's your fault. First of all, you had a proclivity to the boy puss, okay? Instead of you just living your best good life and having to possibly have to tell your well-to-do, snooty-tooty, somewhat racist mother that and just live your life, you chose to lie and live your life DL style. You also chose to abuse your authority as an officer of the law by picking up young black men that you were attracted to and fondling them, prior to or actually taking them in to custody if you have arrested them. Most of the time, it being for bogus stuff. Okay, see, you destroyed your marriage. You the reason why the wife has said she don't want no parts of you and hit you with that divorce saying I want you to stay away from my kids. You put everything on the line for a piece of man that didn't really want you. Jeffrey may have played with you and he let it be known he probably liked it your sex or whatever, but he ain't never give you no implication that there was going to be a there, or happily ever after, or none of that. You walked away from not only your marriage, but you walked away from your children. You risked it all expecting this man to give you something that he was never intending to give you in the first place. So which one of them look like the fool family? It would look more like Justin was the fool. Now over at Veronica, she's giving Linda Laura some clothes and stuff that she didn't get to wear while they was in season. And Linda Laura was very appreciative. Child Veronica says she want her to know exactly how it feels to walk in her shoes. Even offered her some shoes. Once she said that she was a size 6. When old girl went to trying on some of Veronica's shoes, it could, the girl said, no, this is a little bit bigger. Veronica said, no, it's a size 6. So old girl didn't even have a brain in that moment because she went head on and went along with the status quo as not to upset the Veronica. Asked her could she drive. No, I don't drive. I don't drive. She said, but I know how to drive. She said, oh, because sometimes I'll need you to take the car to the car wash. I said, baby, old girl already showing signs that she finna be yet another victim. Laura Linda, aka Molly, you in danger, girl. Run. Now down to the jail. Wyatt is talking to Catherine, talking about he want to kill himself. He shows her a shank and saying, here it's easy to get this. This ain't nothing but a toothbrush with a razor infused into it, and it's easy to slit your wrist. He said that Jim and Catherine would be happy if he took his life. And child, he basically saying that that's what he finna do, and he goes to cut himself in front of his mama. Now she calling for the guards. He said ain't no need in no guards being called. He said I planned this strategically. I'm doing this at shift change so they won't be so quick to come back here. So he slits his wrist in front of his mama who is now screaming out for help and in despair because even though this boy tried to kill me, this still my flesh and blood. This boy laid up inside of me for 9 months and I gave birth to him. And the last thing any mother wanna see is her egg, die. And you sure don't want to watch him die in front of you. So she just screaming out for help as he done cut himself and he thinks that this is the perfect way. Now, I'ma tell you this right here, and this may sound cold hearted, but I hope he die, although I know he ain't. Because this boy plays too many games. He's a junkie. He needs a lot of psychiatric treatment as well as help with his uh his addiction. You know what I'm saying? I don't feel like Wyatt want to die. I feel like Wyatt feel like he would rather go to hell than go to jail. See, he still remember what happened last time he went down there to the prison system. That little stuff Veronica had done to him, and he scarred by that. And the fact that DA George is saying, "Look, I can only help you with the hit and run. This case with your parents, it's nothing I can do to assist you on this attempted murder. What I can do is what I said I could do and left him in the hang. So now he's scared. And instead of him facing the music like he's supposed to, he'll take the coward's way out and try to kill himself, probably hoping that he end up in a infirmary and his mom and them get so shook they don't want to file charges against him or nothing like that. But in a case like this, wouldn't the state pick that up because that was obvious that he tried to kill y'all? Girl, I ain't here for that. But anyway, that was it. That was all, y'all, of this week of the Have and Have Nots. Next week, I think, is the season finale, the mid-season finale. So it looked pretty explosive. I saw Hannah getting it in with her kids about their money. You know, you see a puddle of blood down to the jail, so it look like Wyatt actually did slit himself. Now we gonna see if they gonna get him some help. It's a lot going on, y'all, but it's pretty interesting. I'm enthused, you know. I'm tired of the Wyatt storyline. I'm very tired of him, and I'm kind of getting sick of Benny too. You know what I mean? I told you I love me some Benny back in the previous seasons because he was such a big pretty mall with no shoppers, but I was all right with that. You know, every now and again, ain't nothing wrong with a little, a little simple dick. Every now and again, ain't nothing wrong with it, child. But that's all I have on this episode of the Have and Have Nots. You guys get down in the panty section and let me know your thoughts and opinions on this episode and so far the season so far. I want to know what you guys think about it. Those of you who still like the Have and Have Nots, sound off in the comments. And in closing, as always, remember the depth of your struggle will determine the height of your success. In the meantime, in between time, please remember to rate the video. Ratings get me recognized on the YT streets. Comment down below, sound off, let me know what you think about the episode. Do you want Wyatt to die? Do you want him to stay? Do you think Justin plotting to do something against Madison? Do you think he plotting to do something against Veronica? Let me know what you guys think. If you have not subscribed to this channel or my backup channel, Lady Nika Live, please subscribe to both of the channels today. Also, tap your notification bell button once you subscribe to both of the channels and set them to all so that each and every time I drop a pre-recorded video or go live from the channel, either one, you should be notified and you can come over and join in the conversation. The link to the second channel will always be in the description box below the title of the video. You guys have a great remainder to your Tuesday. We may be able to get a morning brew in before work tomorrow. If not, I will see y'all for the mid-afternoon chit-chat like we did today. Have a great remainder to your Tuesday night, and I'm out this thing. Peace.